Greetings, people. Greetings once again in another episode of Driver Whistle. This is Duke. You don't know it already, so we have this to talk about. So you don't know we have to talk about it. Now today in the program, I'm gonna talk about the interview that was done on The Cut with Wayne Marshal and Vybz Kartel. Yes, and you know any interview Vybz Kartel take part in always have a buzz in it. Yeah man. So it are going now. Some whole heap of stuffs. Now I'm gonna give you a little rundown or a precursor to what we are talking about now, about the persons. Now Wayne Marshal, the host, he is, we call him now, regarded as the man that did the first big song or the breakout song with Vybz Kartel, which is called The New Millennium. And in the interview, you hear Vybz Kartel and him talk about that and how the song was eventually made, right? And he is now, Wayne Marshal is one of the members of he was one of the members of the alliance. Well, I would say still, because them say once an alliance, always an alliance, right? And Vybz Kartel, as usual, a member of the alliance as well. So they started off their career at a very young age under Bounty Killer tutelage. Yeah. And Vybz Kartel now, they regarded as the king of the dancehall, started his career from about 2002. Now, you know, Vybz Kartel went to prison and returned, and when he returned fresh with, you know, a lot of stories to talk. So everybody that get an interview with him, the interview gets some form of notoriety. Yeah man. So the interview itself is two parts in it. So I watched part one. Part two is supposed to be out in a short while. So let me go in right now. Now the interview lasted for about 45 minutes. And as I said, you may know people don't really have this. Some people now have the whole 45 minutes to spare for watch it. We get a little breakdown of it. Yeah man. Alright. The first thing I go into, I have to go into that part there too. So in the interview, Vybz Kartel mentioned about the same Deborah Brat and mentioned that he's a rapist. I'm gonna discuss that part way down in the last. What me think about it. I think about it strongly too. I really like some recommendation. Them take my recommendation. But anyway, we can go going right now. So in the interview, Vybz Kartel, at the start of it, Vybz Kartel talk about the song, the same New Millennium, and how it was done. That he did the song, but he didn't have a chorus or a hook. And Dan Carleon, who at the time was the producer, said that he knows Wayne Marshal because Wayne Marshal's career was already on the rise and Vybz Kartel was just started out. And Dan Carleon said that he will get somebody, he'll get Wayne Marshal to sing the hook for Kartel, and Kartel said, well, I was so elated because he know that Wayne Marshal is a big thing at the time. Yeah man, so pardon me, I don't sleep more, I sleep, I'm hungry. Yeah man, so Wayne Marshal put his part on it and talk about when he heard the song the first time and said, yo, this song is a banger. So he had no hesitation in doing the hook for the song, and it was history. You know, and they talk about how the two of them formed their bond in the group. You know, they fell off. Vybz Kartel talking about how he and Bounty Killer had the falling out, because they did have a falling out, and you know, Bounty Killer launched some verbal attack at him. Vybz Kartel did songs at Bounty Killer as well. So maybe a lot of people wouldn't even know that. They know that Bounty brought him to stardom and Bounty Killer and him are friend. But there was some part in the career of Vybz Kartel when Bounty Killer and him were at bitter rivalry. So Vybz Kartel mentioned how it started off, you know, with the Angel, who the Angel at the time was Bounty Killer's ex-girlfriend. And the Angel was married to Bounty Killer's rival, heart rival, the biggest nemesis in Bounty Killer's career, Beenie Man. So Beenie Man was married to her. And as you know, Vybz Kartel was in the alliance, so he swear his allegiance to Bounty Killer. But the Angel, who at the time was Vybz Kartel's big good friend, she asked him to come at the wedding. And Vybz said, well, you know, him not have no problem with that. Him not getting involved in Bounty Killer and Beenie Man's business because they are two legends, and him staying out of it. So he went to the wedding to big up the Angel. But I guess him say at this time, when he know him know now, maybe he would have gone. And him understand the whole reason why the fellow took place. So from he went to the wedding, Bounty Killer have him up. I would have said in Jamaica, Bounty Killer start pre-him. Yeah, man. So that's what that started off the thing with them. So members of the alliance shun Vybz Kartel, you know, because of the whole thing between Beenie Man and him, and the Angel and Beenie Man and Bounty Killer, which was a real, at the time, was a real mix-up. If social media was around at that time, it would be much bigger than it was. And a lot of people would have known how big that was. You know, because that's like a traitor thing. But that's what he said. And him and Wayne Marshal did have the fall off because of that as well. But he never really disrespect Wayne Marshal too much. He did a song that he mentioned, that he dissed Wayne Marshal in. I don't remember the name of it, but he did disrespect him and Tammy Chin, who is Wayne Marshall's wife. Yeah, man. So they go, you know, went further into how, you know, how him write songs, and in the early part of his career, how him get the skills to be able to write songs as how he did, and how he was so prolific in the music business. And you know, Vybz Kartel mentioned that he, at a very early age, his sister, who is a teacher now, did taught him to read. You know, when the kids were reading the basic school books that we used to have in the days with the I am a boy, my name is Roy, and I have a toy. Them book there, he was reading the Gleaner, and the Gleaner is the Gleaner, the Star. I don't think the Observer was around at that time, but yeah, for the Observer, and those were the main newspaper outlets in the newspapers, the print media in Jamaica at the time. So he was reading then, and for a kid at that time, at that place, you know, in Jamaica, to be reading at that age of like 5 years old, and so that was commendable. So, you know, I mentioned that, and you know, it helped him to become the person he was. He also mentioned that his dad, you know, didn't like him, didn't want him to go in the music business. But he mentioned that his uncle used to come home and sing, DJ, and he used to like that, and that's where he got the first set of inspiration from. Then he further heard Ninja Man. Now Ninja Man is still one of the at the time was one of the biggest names in dancehall at the time he was talking. And Ninja Man go down in career as the one of the best clash artists. And clash is basically verses, like verses, lyrics for lyrics, lyrical battle. Ninja Man go down as one of the best not lyricists, clash artists in history, right? And it so happens that Ninja Man and Vybz Kartel had a clash at once somewhere at Sting, a couple of years later, where Vybz Kartel and him had a physical confrontation, and Vybz Kartel did kick him. So that's the ironic thing about it. So he said that Ninja Man was one of them that he heard, and he said, wow, no man, I have to be like this man here. Started this thing, and then further on he heard Buju Banton, and he said, no, you know, him really have to do it because this is what dancehall look like. So those two persons were started off his career in. Yep. Wayne Marshal went as far as, you know, go to how the Portmore Empire started off. Now him mention about when they falling out between him and Bounty Killer, and since him and Bounty Killer are falling out now, he meet up with Sean Storm, Rhino, Ja Vinci. He got them in, and also Devra Brat. Now this is the part that I'm talking about, where I say I have to talk about. This is where I have to zero in on. He said at that time he never know Devra was a rapist, and they laughed a little about it, and it paused. Okay, it reached the right what I'm talking about now. That what Vybz Kartel say. I have a problem with that part of the interview there. And here the problem I have now. I have a lot of problem in many ways. I really and truly think Vybz Kartel should stop hitting on Devra. Right? Because the truth be told, Devra wasn't really convicted of the offense. Just like how Vybz was convicted of his offense. But the thing about it now, in Jamaican culture, a murderer, his name will not be, or his offense will not be held in society as longer than a rapist. No, it doesn't matter how. Now, a person, once a name is called up on a rape offense, you're stained. Any sexual related offense that your name is called upon, that will stain you for life. Whether you do it or do it not. And that is the reality in Jamaican culture, which is a harsh reality. And it's worse in dancehall culture, because you what now? You see dancehall culture is the reality of the harshness of Jamaican culture. Right? If your name call up say you're a rapist, you're done. If your name call up say you're a murderer, you're glorified. If your name call up say you're in a homosexual activities, you're done. Right? If your name call up as a say you have 1 million girls, you're glorified. Right? If your name call up say you have no youth at all, no child, you're almost not really gonna make it too tough. You will make it, you know, but you know, you have to have something behind it. Maybe a girl, you have to have a lot of girls, but no kid, right? And if your name call up, say you have a bag of kids, you're glorified. That's the harshness of Jamaican culture. And as I say, if your name call up and rape, just tell yourself, say, you're going to start singing some songs where you're not picking any beef with nobody. You see me? And Peter Tosh has a song that really put this in the whole context of what go on for Devra Brat to understand. If you live in a glass house, don't throw a stone. And if you can't take blows, don't take blows. That's how it's saying. Okay, that's a Peter Tosh song. And you can go look it up. So back to what I say now, I have to go back to my point. Vybz Kartel, leave Devra alone. Because here what happen now. Every man have to live. Every man have to live. Devra and you started out the Portmore Empire. Regardless how the story want take it, if you start it or him, the two of you guys were there from inception days. Saying? So, I don't know we're good. Uno fall out. But it come like when a man and a woman fall out, the man wants to say everything bad about the woman and the woman wants to say everything bad about the man. But you what now? You mature vibes and you have everything that go your way. And you see like how everything that go your way, nobody put nothing where I go in the opposite direction to you. Because you see where the opposite direction to you can cause. It costs 13 years out of your good life. See? And every time you mention the word grape to Devra Brat name, it triggers something in him. And as I hear the man say now, one of my last interviews I watch, the man have a piece, a GUN right here so. and knock. Me don't know if nobody see it because I do it so quick. I tell the man, I say, yo, enough is enough. Just leave my name alone. Let me do my music and you do yours. Right? And a lot of, on the other hand now, Deborah, you're my artist. Because I know if I'm a long time. You see right now, it's sort of difficult for you to clash a man and have that thing in the back of your name. And worse when you have it back of your name, you make people know say it hurt you. Because everybody will come at you. That is what them are going to say. You are part of the culture already, so you know. So you, because you have that stigma to your name, once you have that stigma there to your name, you know say you start at a big disadvantage. It doesn't matter if you get released from court for that. That name they not going to change after you. Not going to change after you. As me say, Jamaican culture and dancehall culture is one and the same. Not reggae, you know. Dancehall culture. If you're a clash artist, just make sure your slate clean. Or whatever disadvantage you have, make people know say it not affect you. Because that is the first thing they're going to write a song about you. Say. You understand me? Yeah, man. But the big person who I say shouldn't make this go was Wayne Marshal now. Wayne Marshal at your time. You see, when Vybz Kartel say what him say, you should not have made that tape. You shouldn't make that part that come out. Whether Vybz Kartel say make it come out or not, a your thing. Because you know, says Deborah can sue for that. Because it's your platform it come out and you know. It's not like a Vybz Kartel take up him phone and say what him say on film phone. And when he say it, you know, say that Vybz Kartel definitely film platform, so you gotta go after platform. It is your platform. You see me? And it's damaging the man's reputation because the man was not convicted in a court for it. He was charged, but he wasn't convicted. And as me say, the same way Vybz Kartel was charged, but he wasn't convicted. So he was convicted, but it was quashed. So it almost come like say never convicted for sure. You understand me? So it is left out there for the members of the public. But you see what happened? Marshal, take off that. You can't edit that piece there out for future goings. Cut out that part where Vybz Kartel say he never knows said Deva a rapist. You can cut that out, so maybe you cut it out. Just cut it, edit out that piece there, man. And for future interview Vybz Kartel, may I beg you. Because me know say everybody, including Deva Bat, because if him never watch that video, I mean him watch the video. Whether I want to watch it for know if you call him name, or him a watch it for know if you know say boy and him a come from the same campaign, they at that level there, him watch it. You understand me? So him watch the video. Him still watch your progress. And me know you come out for a change and nobody no want nothing bad happen to your vibes. Nobody know, because you come out and you skyrocket faster than before when your career start. So you see when you bury your hatchet, just bury your hatchet, brother. Anything where I hold your back, bury the hatchet. Because it never take nothing for you, say boy, never, you hear me? Just like how you tell Wayne Marshal, say boy, call bygones bygones. Call bygones with Devon, man. Nobody no like no rapist. Nobody no like no murderer even. But nobody no say you murder. You, as me say, you get released out of your charge. Never get released out of your charge. Lego the man shot, man. Lego and shot. And Deva, it's either you go left in music business or you go continue to take the name. Because while Vybz was in prison, you were seen below surface. Nobody never know about you. So because nobody never know about you at the time. When me sorry, nobody now hear about you, sorry. So your name they not calling on a rape thing. You do your 9 to 5 job and I own it. Now Vybz Kartel come now and you make a hit off of going at him. Then your rape thing start come up back and you get offended. Boss, remember, if you live in a glass house, finish your rest. People! Yeah, big one thing, you know? More have you know to think about the whole thing, you know? Yes. Talk to me and let me know. Because this is not mine alone. And this is a Duke Creek from the driver whistle segment. Now when I say no, have that.